Hello everybody, this is Zoe from No Safer Place, and today I'm going to be talking you through all of the books that I received in February. I'm actually filming this video a week before February ends, mainly because I've already got over 20 books for February, and I know that if it gets any more than that, I won't be able to discuss all the books that I want properly, and it starts to feel a bit rushed, which I don't like. I want you guys to know all the information about all the books. So let's get on with the video. The first one I got sent by Walker Books. Now I'm really excited about this because I haven't been on their blogger mailing list before. They finally had a blogger call out and I finally made the date and was accepted into their mailing list. So this was the first book I received from them and it couldn't have been a more perfect book. You guys know I love Cassandra Clare and this was the first one they sent me. This is The Course of True Love and First Dates, a Magnus Bane story. Now this is from the Bane Chronicles. If you're not sure what the Bane Chronicles are, it is a collection of 10 stories from Magnus Bane's life. If you didn't know, Magnus Bane is a character from the Mortal Instruments series. He is a very well loved character, so Cassandra brought out this collection of stories about him. And this is one where he goes on his first date with Alec. It is super cute, and I think they're releasing all of these. The Midnight Air, which is another one, I got given for Christmas by Liv from That Fiction Life, so I really want to collect all these because they are just so adorable. And if you don't know anything about the Shadowhunters series, where have you been? The next one I bought for myself, mainly because so many of you guys talked about it. It was on my popular books I hadn't read video, and it was one of the ones that you guys told me to read the most, and that is Wonder Woman by Leigh Bardugo. Now, I haven't read any of Leigh Bardugo's books, which you guys said was a crime, so I was so excited to pick this one up. As I said in the video, I'm really not a lover of Wonder Woman. I never really connected with her. I'm not sure why, because there's not many female superheroes, but I'm definitely more of a Catwoman girl. The reason I wanted to pick this one up is because if you didn't know, there are a group of 4 books from the DC series coming out, and Wonder Woman was the first one and Batman came out last month. And I absolutely adored Batman. It was just incredible. So that's what made me want to give this one a go. Obviously I know it's different authors. I love reading about superheroes, so I'm gonna give this one a go and fingers crossed I enjoy it. If not, you guys are to blame. The next one is one that I also picked up myself. I bought quite a few books this month because I felt like I was lacking books, and then loads of them turned up at once from publishers and I was like, didn't need those new ones. I bought A Frozen Heart by Elizabeth Rudnick. Now, I have quite a few of these Disney stories made into YA books and I absolutely adore them. I loved the Twisted Tales ones, and there was another series but I can't remember the name of it, but I loved it. So when I saw this in the 3 for £10 deal on Amazon, I really wanted to give it a go. I know that Frozen has been really overplayed and even I was fed up of it, but I thought I might give the YA book a chance because I do love the characters, I do love the story. So I shall tell you what I think of this one when I get round to it. Now the next one, so many of you guys have recommended me, in particular Amy from Golden Books Girl, and it is Jolly Foul Play by Robin Stevens. Now I believe that these are murder mystery type books but aimed at a more middle grade and young adult audience, which I absolutely loved the idea of. I do love a good murder mystery, I always have, and I think it's a really underused genre in YA. I don't know why, but horror, thriller, crime books, there never seem to be YA versions of them and I crave them. So if any authors are watching, we crave books like this. Well, I do anyway. The next two I am very excited about, and I was kindly sent by Team BKMRK, and I'm a little bit in love. When I was at Yauk last year, I saw this panel with a guy called Josh Martin on, and I thought he was absolutely amazing. His book sounded incredible, but I didn't end up buying it. So when I heard that there was a sequel coming out to the first book, I was super excited and felt like I should finally get around to reading the first. And then I get a mysterious parcel. And I have the first and second book, and can we just appreciate how absolutely beautiful these covers are. Ariadnas is the first one in the series. 2 nations, 2 girls, only one will survive. Now I've tried not to read the blurb of the second one because I feel like there might be spoilers in there, and I don't want to spoil myself before I've read this one. We are the ones who came after the comet. We survived the great wave that covered the world. We are the chosen. only one girl will claim Ariadnas' final prize. Only one will survive. This sounds insanely good, right up my street, and I actually do enjoy dystopian high fantasy books if they're like this. I feel like the genre has been really overused in the past few years, which has really made me veer away from it, but it's books like this that steer me right back. So I will definitely let you guys know what I think of this. The next one was sent to me by Walker Books, and it is Scythe by Neil Shusterman, and the tagline is, "What if death was the only thing left to control? In a perfect world, the only way to die is to be gleaned by a professional scythe." This sounds so good and so dark. Do love myself a dark book. My dark blackened soul welcomes books like this. The next one was sent by Hotkey Book, and it is Sunflowers in February. Now I read my first book narrated by a ghost a few months ago. I absolutely adored it. I thought it was such an interesting narrative. It made things so much more exciting. I really wanted to know how she had died, what had happened, how people reacted to her death. And this is about a girl that wakes up one day and realises that she is dead. And it says on the back that she is then given a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Will she take it? When I find out, I will let you guys know. The next one is another one that was highly requested for me, especially with my hospital stay coming up. I really wanted some light-hearted books. I asked you guys what you thought was the best, and this one was suggested so many times. It is Geek Girl by Holly Smale. Don't kill me, guys. I haven't read any of Holly's books. Geek Girl has been very high on my TBR list for a long time, so I'm really excited for this. I love books like Truly Madly Awkward, Waiting for Callback, just really light-hearted, girly books that I can just sink my teeth into, really relax, and a real easy read. The next one I got sent because I'm part of the blog tour coming up in April, which I'm super excited for. This is one of the most beautiful packages I have ever received. It was just incredible. It is Starfish by Akemi Dawn Bowman. A luminous, heartbreaking story of identity, family, and the beauty that emerges when we embrace our true selves. This sounds like a really diverse book, and I'm trying to read more diverse books this year. And can we just talk about this cover? It is just stunning. So thank you Ink Road Books for this one. The next one I bought because Amy has been speaking about this book for so long. Now, Amy's a fellow blogger. She just absolutely raves about this book all the time. And then Charlotte told me to read it, another blogger, and I was like, I'm gonna have to give this book a go. It is Sky Song by Abby Elphinstone. As you can see, I've read a bit of this already. It is very high fantasy. It's got new worlds, it's got magic, it's got tribes. And from what I've read so far, it is about a girl who is trapped in this ice palace by this ice queen. She's been trapped in a music box because this ice queen has been trying to steal her voice because she thinks that her voice has some magical powers that she needs. And the girl manages to break free with the help of a guy called Flint, and things start to go downhill. What I've read so far is incredible, and I will keep you guys updated. The next two I'm not going to tell you about because I have a charity shop book haul coming up very soon, and these two are part of it. The next one, which, guys, you really have to read. It is Orphan Monster Spy by Matt Killeen. I was really skeptical about this book at first. I got sent it because I was part of the blog tour, and I was really unsure. It said it was for fans of The Book Thief, which I really enjoyed, so I thought, let's just dive in. I devoured this book. It is insanely good. It is about a Jewish girl that suddenly becomes orphaned in the middle of Germany, and she is taken in by this guy called the Captain. She doesn't know anything about him, but he offers her shelter, food, and they strike up this really unlikely friendship. It is so heartwarming to read. And the next thing you know, you find out that he is a spy and she is going undercover for him in this awful private boarding school to find out information about one of the students there and what's going on in her house, because they think her family are doing some pretty awful stuff. It is so good. It is action-packed, a thrill a minute. So make sure you go and pick this one up. The next one is another book from the charity shop. It is Miranda Hart, Is It Just Me? Again, I'll be talking more about this one in the charity bookshop haul. And the last one I got sent by the lovely Han from Twitter. In my popular books I hadn't read video, I said that I'd really like to read another Marie Lu book because I really enjoyed Batman when I read it. And the next day, this came through the door. Warcross by Marie Lu. It is absolutely stunning. Thank you so much, Han. I don't know too much about this book apart from that everyone has been raving about it, and it is about video games and spies and a really talented hacker, and I'm just so excited to read it because it has been on my TBR for so long. And that is it. That is all my books for this month. I would love to know what books you guys have been reading this month, or the books that you've been bought or sent this month. Just leave them in the comments below. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Let me know what you would like to see more of on my channel, and I hope to see you all again soon. Thank you. Bye.